Alright. Everyone ready?
All the robots are stacked.
Are we ready? I'm whipping the Twizzlers.
I think we're ready.
Should probably figure out where I'm going to sit.
Prop one up and move the cart closer.
Yep.
Or further away.
Ready. And here we go. Okay. It's live. It's working. Yes. Alright. Welcome everyone to the robot party for this week. As you know, it's a bit of a really awesome week because it's the Let's Make Robots version 4 donation giveaway robot raffle thing, and it's giving away prizes from Seed Studio, and we're here live at Evil Mad Science, and there's a stack of robots here, and we have some great robots in the hangout today. So let's get started with the intro for the drawing robots, or the raffle robot, that sort of type of drawing. So let's see here. So Nils, can you tell us about your robot, how it was built, what it's supposed to do and everything? And you might be muted, so you might have to unmute. Actually, that would be Andrew. Andrew, you might have to run downstairs and unmute yourself.
This is going to be fun.
Yeah. Alright, well, while that is happening, let's show off some of the robots here. So, yeah, last week we tried to show them off, but it wasn't very successful. So, oh yeah, and if you have any questions, you can just tweet them in or IRC them in. And it sounds like the mic was unmuted, so...
Yay!
Uh-oh.
But wait, now I've got to bring the page back up, hang on. There we go, there's Niels.
Yay!
Hey Niels, you want to tell us about your cool robot? Or your machine, as you like to say? Can you hear us? Niels is looking lost. So while hopefully he's okay, he can hear us. He's pointing at his ears. So this is Andrew Tarnova from Let's Make Robots, and well, I'll just do a quick introduction while we sort this out. But so everybody who's donated to getting the next version of Let's Make Robots developed has been entered into a drawing that 5 prizes were generously donated by Seed Studio. And thanks Aaron and Evil Mad Science Lab for hosting. And what we're going to do is we actually had 2 robots to create this, to draw random winners. And we're going to do a quick coin toss here that you won't see. And if it's heads, it's going to be Nils. We'll just say we'll do Nils Robot first. We have a second robot from Robot Freak, and so we're going to do the first winner from Nils Robot and the second winner from Robot Freak.
Nice.
And then we'll go back and forth if that isn't too insane. So Nils, can you hear us? And are you able to speak and be heard, so you can just kind of explain how your robot does its thing? I guess he's not going to be able to tell us what's going on, but I can describe what's going on.
That works.
Okay, so no, you can't talk. You can hear. Thumbs up if you can hear, but you can't talk. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and pick the first winner, and I'll describe what the robot's doing to the best of my pathetic ability. So I'll also say that Millicent said he doesn't call this a robot, he calls it a machine, but it is Let's Make Robots, so I'll call it a robot. And it's using a magnetic pendulum to select a winner and to select a number, and it's working in octal, not decimal. So we're going to select a number from octal 000 to octal 777, and we've divided up that range of numbers equally among the donors. So after we get one number, I have a spreadsheet with a randomized list of all the donors, and we'll be able to associate the number that Mill's machine picks with a winner. So this will be this winner, whoever they are, will have first pick of the 5 prizes, and then the next person will get their next pick. It looks like it's selected number 1 for the first digit. Selected the second digit. Looks like it's going to be a 2. And then if everything's working right, he had some trouble with his stepper motors earlier, but it looks like it's working. He's got his second digit. And 1. So it looks like the first number is 121. I'm going to run upstairs and show you the next, and we can pick the next winner off that. And Nils, keep track of the numbers that your robot's picking, okay?
All right, if we can, I'm going to share my screen and show you a YouTube video filmed earlier today by Robot Freak, another Let's Make Robots member. And let's see, so we'll try to do that. Here we go. Okay. So can everybody see that video feed with the robot and how am I supposed to pick a winner?
We can see your screen.
Is it showing a video?
Nope.
Oop, that's not so useful. How about now?
Nothing changed.
Okay, hang on. That is less than satisfactory.
Want us to just talk about our robots while you figure that out?
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and do that for a minute, and I'll
Okay.
check back in with it after a minute.
Sweet. So the robots we have here, do you want to describe the Bristlebot?
This is the original Bristlebot, which is a beam robot with a small vibrating motor that is powered by a coin cell, and it moves the little brush chassis along a surface. These are awesome little robots to make.
Nice.
You didn't describe the stack of robots.
Oh
yeah.
yes, so we have the stack of robots. We have the Bristlebot on top, and then
the medium tank.
and then
Robobird.
and then the original Eggbot, and then the ostrich Eggbot, which is sitting on top of the Shockbot. So that is our stack of robots. So we'll move Bristlebot down.
Next. Next is a hat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, that
Yeah,
just goes
yeah.
on Robobird. There we go.
So this is the medium tank by Chris the Carpenter's Rocket Brand Studios. And actually what's cool about this one is that Eagle's Nest Robotics, who's also in the Hangout, also has made these, and I think theirs work a lot better than mine, which doesn't have a brain right now.
I've got some spare brains over there. Do you need one?
Sure. So actually that's a good segue point to ask Eagle's Nest how their robots are doing. How are your robots doing?
ahead and turn it on. Hey, this is Sean with Jesus National Parks. My son Micah and Drew's are back there displaying our robots. They're doing pretty good. Micah has one here. Here you go. Want to talk about it?
This one, we program it all the way. Yeah. It was messed up, kind of.
Yeah, this one's kind of wacky right now because we gotta work on our danger zone as far as hitting walls and stuff. But the other one's pretty accurate as far as the walls and stuff. But we're working on, we actually would like to change the sensors to our SRO4s right here and see how they work and do some programming with them. But it's a great little build. We really appreciate Chris, the carpenter over at Rocket Brand Studios, for making them. We actually have the medium build tanks, and we're going to be building those next.
Nice.
So we have a bandwidth complaint.
We do, if you have time, whatever. We have videos that show it, how we built them. I don't know if you want to see
Hang
that.
on a sec. I have to stop the recording, start it, and stop it. Hang on a second. Technical issue.
You should be able to change the Hangout.
Okay.
Hangout's in high bandwidth mode right now.
It shouldn't be. It should be in medium.
The Hangout, not the Ustream.
Hangout? Well,
Yes. Click on look here. Change that to slow connection. Click.
and the Ustream. Want me to change that to slowest too?
Sure.
Alright, let's see if that works any better. Is it working?
What are we talking about?
I don't
We
know.
just changed some bandwidth settings. We've had some bandwidth complaints, and so we're hoping that things will run a little bit more smoothly now.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys have now 2 of the tank robots, and is that right, or more? Do you have more, or only 2?
Right, we have two of them, and one's actually in the back. One of them needs to be programmed a little bit better.
Right.
And our next venture, is the medium robot that you have right there, the medium tank. We're going to do that once we conquer some of this programming for these 2 robots. And then, I just wanted to say that we actually started out our soldering experience with the old Meggy Jr., one of my sons. Drew, you want to show your Meggy Jr.? Where's Drew? Sorry. Come on. So, we got lucky to get with Chris Robinson, or Chris the carpenter, and he made these cool little plexiglass things for our Mickey Juniors. We
Awesome.
have one in blue and one in green here. Works pretty good. It was kind of a soldering nightmare for some younger students at first, but it worked. We learned a lot, you know.
Cool. Do you play any games on it?
He just plays you play any games on it, dude?
There's only one on.
He hasn't got into they're still learning some code and stuff. They're going to be messing around with it once they conquer some of the code. But
Cool. So in the other video, is your robot moving around? Sorry, we can't
In the
see
video,
it. Sorry.
yeah.
Oh wait, the other screen. There it is. Oh,
There you
cool.
go.
So what exactly
Yeah,
is
we
it
have-
doing here?
He's basically avoiding the walls back and forth. We kind of got the beginner code from Chris. Like I said, we're still learning how to do some code in Arduino. We're using the old RG blocks right now.
Cool.
We can mess around with that. And it was a great experience to do these robots. Chris was really helpful with us, and we'd like to add different things to them if we could.
Nice. So what has been the number one thing you've learned playing with the tanks?
The tank. Micah, what's the best thing? I think the hardest thing with those was the what? The programming was pretty hard. Sometimes like on the new SR04 brackets, they were kind of crazy a little bit, but he was really helpful. Like I said, every time we had a problem, we talked to Chris about it, and he kind of helped us. We were kind of new to doing the wiring, so we kind of learned some different things about where to plug into the Arduino Nano. But it all worked out good. It was good, pretty good. I really like these little Arduino Nanos. They're
Cool.
good to work with. We
Alright.
do have a video. I don't know if you got time to see that of our making.
I
Would y'all like-
think we're gonna check in
Oh,
and
you got
see how the robot raffle drawing is going. But thanks
Okay.
for sharing your moving around robot with us. And I think we're gonna watch it move around even more. Alright. So let's see here. Andrew, is there gonna be another robot drawing?
Yeah. Yes, there is. So can you see the video screen that's up? It's a YouTube video screen
Yep.
with a little bowl of wooden dowels. This is Robot Freak made this, and it's a programmable robotic arm, and he's got the numbers 0 through 66 on there. So what we did is we took the whole list of people who donated. We randomized it, and then we gave roughly half to each. And so Robot Freak his robot is picking. He's going to pick the second winner, the fourth winner, and then we're also picking 5 alternates, just in case somebody can't or doesn't want, or can't be reached or doesn't want the prize. So he's also picking then the first alternate, third alternate, fifth alternate. So it's only a 5-minute video. I'm already a minute into it. When it starts, I can cut off the tail end too. So I'm just going to play his through, and then we can go back to Nils and have him pick his, and then we'll be done. All right, here we go.
This one's slow.
Alright, this is the second winner.
Probably not hearing the audio of the video, which I apologize for.
Can you describe what's supposed to be happening?
Yeah, so he's providing some initial randomization of the little pegs that each have the number on there, and he's going to start it up in a moment, and he'll pick out his number. So there it goes. It's going to actually go through a little randomized stirring motion, and then pick out a peg, and it does miss sometimes, like that time. And if it does, it just goes in for another dip. Second miss. Third time will be the charm, I'm sure.
Seems like there's still a lot of time to the video.
When I watched this earlier, I don't remember it missing 3 times. I guess I wasn't paying attention. All right, here we go. I'm feeling good about this one. How about you guys? There it goes. Yay! All right, let's see what it got. looks like, okay, 54. So I'll read off, at the end of this, we'll read off, we can talk about who the names are associated to. All right, now he's picking what will be the 4th place winner, or he will be in a moment. Stir, stir, stir. There he goes. Looks like 23. 23.
Does everyone
Okay,
already...
so that was the...
Oh.
Sorry, go ahead.
Does everyone already know their numbers, or can you actually say who?
No, I'll be able to go through them in a second. No, nobody knows what their numbers are because even in fact, Robot Freak and Nils don't know whose numbers are what, so they have no knowledge of who they're picking.
Okay.
They're just picking random numbers. Let's see. I can.
Yay, numbers.
Yeah, I'll give you the rundown in a second. I can tell you what we'll do is we'll pick them and then I'll run down the list of who won what. That's number 25. Last one. Almost the last one. Aaron, after this, do you want to go right to Nils and he can pick his other picks?
Sure.
Okay. So Nils, stand by, be ready. The world of robotics, things don't always work right the first time. You may have noticed that. Come on. There we go. And it looks like number 34.
Does this robot normally do surgery?
All right, so let's go over to Nils to
All right.
take a peek at his robots.
See the robot.
Let's see. All right, Nils, you there, buddy? It's like 2:25. It's a.m. on Friday there. So if Nils is falling asleep, there he goes. I see the lights up. And once again, he's lost his audio for somehow. So it's gotten a little choppy, but I can see the pendulum going now. It looks like it stopped at. Okay, I think we're picking the least significant digit, which was a 3. Now I assume he's picking the second digit. Is that a 4? Looks like a 4.
How long did it take Nils to build this robot?
I know he started conceiving of it. You see, actually, if I go to look at the page here, when did he first start posting that he had an idea for this? It was way early in the contest. He posted he had an idea for it. Yeah, okay, so on the 29th of March, he was posting electronic, electromagnetic formulae and pictures that followed up a few days later with some actual solder breadboard images. And he's been working on it. I know he's been working really hard on it. It's been kind of crazy trying to get it done in time. Let's see, what is he writing? Okay.
3.
453.
Yeah.
453.
And 121.
Okay. 111. Okay, the first number was 121. The second one was 453. Okay. So, I don't know how fascinating it is to watch the thing pick the numbers. Do you want to have us pick the numbers, continue picking the numbers live, or is this too slow for everybody?
We can go and talk about more robots and then come back to you.
So Nils, if that's okay, we'll do that and just keep track of the numbers that you're drawing, and we'll announce them.
Cool.
And I will, meanwhile, match up names with numbers as best as I can here.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead, back to you, Robot Girl.
All right. So more robots here. Let's see. So we left off with the tank, and now it's robot badge, which is a special achievement badge for building robots. And here's RoboBird. I think everyone already knows about RoboBird. And then the Eggbot.
So here's the original Eggbot, which has a fiberglass chassis and stepper motors and a servo motor for pen arm lift, and fits objects up to about small grapefruit, down to about ping pong ball.
What was the hardest thing to make on the Eggbot?
Maybe the software.
Well, yeah, okay, the software, but as far as the hardware goes, the hardest part was the bushing for the tail coupler, where we have a free spinning part that follows the motion of the motor, but on the opposite side of the egg.
So there's a dowel pin here that goes through a couple of bushings in the chassis and holds the object in with a spring.
So figuring out how to make the hole sizes just right to fit the bushing just right, so that we had exactly the right amount of friction and not too much slop was a little bit tricky. And finding the right kind of bushing that you could put in without having to glue in place but just snap in place was also a little tricky.
Cool. And then the next one.
So this is the ostrich Eggbot, which fits from about a chicken egg up to about a pee-wee football.
It's an ostrich egg.
Oh, it's an ostrich egg, right. It's made of CNC cut plywood and what else to say about that?
Got some laser parts too.
Yeah, so it's first it's CNC cut on the shopbot that we're sitting on, and then engraved using the laser cutter for the calibration markings, informational markings about placements and warnings. Stepper motors may be hot.
Sweet. And so all those parts are cut by a CNC, which is actually what we're sitting on right now.
Yeah, the main chassis parts are, and then some of the pen arm parts are actually laser cut as well. The pen holder here and some of the other parts.
Cool. Yeah, yesterday we actually worked on some of the cutting out the parts. Like this.
These two.
Yeah.
The pen arm parts that are made of half-inch plywood.
Yeah. So, yeah, robots on top of robots on top of robots. Let's see, does anyone else have robots to share, or, oh my gosh. So let's check back in on the number bot, drawing bot. Oh, that's the video.
Okay. So it looks like I think he's drawn at least the first three of his first three numbers. We're looking at the pendulum below. I know, okay, it looks like, wait, it's turning. So it selects the digit and then it rolls the stepper motor up top, shows you what it's selected. And I know he said his second stepper motor was like freaking out, but it looks like 635 if he's done picking. Oh, I wonder if his video is reversed. Yeah, 635. Okay.
Cool. So do we
okay,
get
so I'm looking these up.
Okay.
Yep. Go ahead.
Do we get to know who actually won now?
Yeah. So the first winner that was picked was a gentleman by the name of Manfred Schwab. The second winner, which was picked by Robot Freak's Machine, and that would have been, hang on, where's that? That would have been Olav Shetler.
Yay!
Olav Shetler will be in contact with you. The third winner is Birdman.
Yay,
These are
Birdman.
usernames on Let's Make Robots.
Woohoo!
The fourth winner would have been, let's see, Robot Freak's second pick. Yeah. Pick 2, and that would have been someone, I have just their email address, so they may have been a donor who was not a Let's Make Robots member, but their name, their email name is Alberts, and I won't give the domain for privacy, but we'll be in touch with that person.
Cool.
And then the fifth winner is the last. Let's see, that would be 635. Let me just look that number up.
Oh boy, the last winner.
Excitement. 635. 635. That's 635 octal. I've got a whole chart I've got to translate things from. 635. 635. Here it is. It is. I believe it says the email name is Mikkel Daniel, and I believe who that is LMR user Dan M.
Oh
who
boy!
Joined a while back.
Yay.
He's a really experienced, great guy. He's shared a lot of excellent knowledge since he's joined. So those are our winners. We also have some alternates that we're going to pick, but if this is dragging on a bit, we can kind of pick those offline.
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea. Or
yeah,
unless
the alternates are only in case, like in case somebody decides they don't want the prize, or if we just can't reach them after 30 days or something like that, we'll give them into the alternate.
Wow. Cool. Well, 5 lucky winners have been picked finally. And I guess one of the cool parts is that we're all really winners in a way, because it was helping out the Let's Make Robots site. So now we got a better website to share all our robots and goof around on and everything.
Yeah, so we did raise, I don't, Fritz isn't on, and it's very late where in Europe, so, and also Nils is he's here coming in from Switzerland, so it's well after 2:30 a.m. there.
Yes.
And Nils, if you want to drop off and get some sleep, that's perfectly fine. Just make sure you've picked all 10 of your numbers and get me the numbers of the last folks, so that we have the alternates just in case we need them. I do want to say thanks to everybody who donated. No matter how much you donated, you had a chance at winning, and obviously, the best part of donating is helping out a great community. So thank you everyone for your contributions.
Yeah, and thanks to Nils for making that really cool robot. Except I don't think he's here anymore, so he can't even hear that. But he will in the recording. So, yeah, wow, cool. Alright, let's see. What other robots are here? Bot thoughts. Do you have a robot? There's a monster truck.
I do indeed. I have Data Bus here in the background.
Data Bus. Oh, cool.
Hang on 1 second. So Data Bus, aptly named as you can see, is a contestant in the 2012 SparkFun ABC autonomous vehicle competition.
Cool.
And it is a 1/10 RC car, which is equipped with, let's see if I can put this in front of the camera. It is equipped with, bear with me, an embed microcontroller, which is an ARM Cortex M3, and it has a gyro. It has GPS and some other sensors, odometers and whatnot, which I am struggling desperately to fuse together so I can actually have it drive on its own and not crash into walls.
And I would assume the walls.
So that is Data Bus.
I would assume the walls there are pretty much made out of concrete, right? Not anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Wow. So what is?
So it did a great job of crashing into walls last year in April of 2011. Hopefully this year I'll actually make it around the first corner.
So can you describe to everyone who doesn't know what exactly is the ABC?
Sure. Yeah. This SparkFun.com puts on an annual autonomous vehicle competition. It's open to ground vehicles and air vehicles. And for both, they have to circumnavigate the building on their own with no intervention whatsoever. So the ground vehicles have to drive around, avoiding curbs, and actually avoiding other robots too, because they start 5 robots at a time at the starting line for each heat. So, and if that wasn't hard enough already, they also have giant red barrels in the way that the robots have to avoid too. So. It's somewhat difficult.
Cool. So what's your robot's main strategy? Is it just to use GPS, or what do you use? That's still in development. What I've got right now is I've done a lot of research on the different sensors and their different types of error and that kind of stuff. Boils down to I've had to kind of boot all of the sensors except for GPS and gyro. I'm actually getting fairly decent results out of that. The only problem right now, I'm using a Kalman filter to fuse both of those for heading, and then an odometer on each wheel to provide distance, and it computes where it is based on how far it's gone and what direction it went in. Problem is that GPS lags by about a second behind reality, so I kind of have to deal with that problem too. And I'm going to be spending a lot of hours tonight trying to figure that out before Saturday. The reason Saturday is important is because I'm having a whole bunch of friends over to see if my robot works or not. So I'm going to do a big demo and probably make an idiot of myself, but hey, it's all fun. Wow, that's good luck on your demo, and I hope you get the lag issue figured out, or at least come up with a solution. Are you gonna make a video of it actually working tomorrow or the weekend?
Yes, I am. I've got big plans. I've got one of those, I don't know if, let's see, I have it right here. You've probably seen these little gum stick cameras. So I'm going to stick this thing on the bus while it's driving around, and I'm also planning on having a couple RC cars out there as chase vehicles with cameras strapped to them, and then also taking some video with phones and whatnot. So multiple angles and dramatic music and all kinds of good stuff. I'll post that up on my website, and I also have to do a video because SparkFun needs a video by June 1st, or else I don't get to play with all the other robots. So.
Oh, nice. So what's your website so everyone can check it out?
It is bot-thoughts.com.
Cool. I'm sure lots of people will be going to it now. make sure they'll see the video. Okay, so we have almost 10 minutes left, so sort of going to be a rapid round now. Thanks for sharing your robot with us, Bot Thoughts. And up
Sure thing.
next, let's see here. Gabrielle, do you have a robot and video and sound? Okay, none of the three. Joey, look what Joey's making. Oh. Hey.
I had to figure out how to unmute my mic.
Oh, yeah. Do you have a robot? And
well,
video. There we go.
I don't know if you consider it a robot, but I'm currently taking old cell phones that my neighbors have given me and turning them into going to turn the camera and mount it into a t-shirt and then have the button to activate it like right on the bottom of it. So it'll be able to record video.
Cool.
And I hooked up my computer to my TV. So you guys.
I think something happened to the audio.
I think we got unplugged.
Whoa!
No!
Big screen. Very nice.
But we still can't hear you.
Yeah.
I think you unplugged your microphone.
We can't hear you.
Alright. I guess we'll move on for now, but well.
Sorry.
Thanks.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, thanks for showing us your big screen TV, and I hope your cell phone t-shirt project goes good. Alright, next one is Nils, but he already showed his robot. And let's see, Andrew. Let's see.
Hey, no real robots to show today. I did have a very successful robot exhibit at the local kids museum with a new version of the SpurtBot, and that version is now posted on Instructables. And it's a breadboarded version.
So
you can change the circuit.
There's two Andrews in here, which I didn't really realize when I said that. But okay, so yeah, so Andrew Terranova. So you said about the museum robots. So what exactly is happening with that, and how can other people do the same for their local museums?
Well, I think if you check out the Instructables build, you'll find it's pretty straightforward. The only thing I did for the kids is the director of the museum didn't really want them soldering, and I think a lot of teachers and with young kids it's a little smoother if they don't have to solder. So I pre-soldered the wires onto the motors. But other than that, there's no soldering anyway because it's all breadboard. So it's a very easy circuit to build. And what this one does is it reacts to shadow. So if you have when it's in a brightly lit room, it'll just run forward, and then when it gets in shadow, it stops and spins. And as soon as it hits light again, it moves forward.
Do you have a link for the Instructables that people can go to?
Yes, I will have that for you in just half a second. It is instructables.com /ID/introduction spurtbot Shadowrunner. And let me try to do this real quick. Here we go. Let me share the window. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
So I'm not sure if you can make out the address, but the address is up here. And it's that's what it looks like, the finished product. There's a video as well. Is there a video for this one?
We can't see. We can't see the.
Oh, there's the video.
Thing. We don't see any video either.
No, I don't have the video running right now. I'm just.
Oh.
You see the screen?
Yeah. Do you have it live? Do you have one in front of you that you could show?
If you come back to me in like 3 minutes, I can do that. I have to run up and get it.
Sure.
I was pretty much focused on the number picking here, but I'll go grab one if you want to move on to someone else and come back.
Sure. All right.
Cool.
So, Andrew Smith. Sorry about that. How's your robot doing from last week?
This is one of the rare occasions where it's all actually in one piece. Or it was. Hang on, something's still plugged in. I've got the batteries mounted now, and it's been running for a day or so on those. I'm still breaking the batteries in though. It takes a couple of charge and discharge cycles to get them up to full capacity. And 11 amp hour D cells, they've got a lot of juice. So anyway, this is the current state of the robot.
Nice.
Software wise, I'm still working on getting the auxiliary serial port on the Chumby hacker board working so I can connect that to the motor controller. And once I've got that working, then I'll be able to start communicating with the robot wirelessly. And remote control and remote programming and so on. So anyway, that's this week's progress.
Does it actually work? Like, can you show it to us moving, its motors?
No, not at the moment.
Next week?
I could hook it up to the workstation. Like normally I've got a serial connection between the workstation and the robot, and I can program it and make it move and so on through that. But I've got the wrong software loaded in the microcontroller at the moment. What have I? Just a moment. I think it might be able to get it to work.
Alright, we'll go back to see what Joey's making, and then we'll come back to you. Alright. Joey. Whoa. Okay. So can you tell us more about your project? Nope. Alright, let's go back to Andrew Smith then. See what Andrew Turner is doing. No.
I'm back.
Alright. Oh,
Alright.
something's working.
right, well, this is one of the little spurt bots, and it's dead simple.
We can't see anything.
We're still on your screen.
Can't see anything. Still on my screen. Okay, hang on. I thought I canceled that. Back to video. Ish.
Alright, well, it's just about time to
Are you
actually
sure?
wrap up.
Are you looking at the wrong Andrew Terranova?
Pretty sure we were looking at.
Should have live video of me now. That's
Next week.
frozen anyway.
Can you show it next week?
All right. Sure, that sounds like a great plan.
Alright, cool. And Andrew Smith, we look forward to watching your robot work next week too. Oh, it's actually working! Yay! See, is it gonna work again? Yes. Wow, that's really great. Nice. You can see them starting to ramp up, or they're just moving. It's hard to tell.
It's that blinking light.
That's how you know it's alive.
Alright, well, thanks for showing us your robot working, Andrew Smith. And thanks to everyone here for coming to the extravaganza robot party. It was pretty crazy with all the robots in here. And see everyone again next week, and good luck on everyone's robot projects. Robots! Yay! Robots!
Thanks, bye.
Robots. Robots.
Yay! Alright, see everyone next time. And now for the stream. Let's see the stream.
Fewer technical difficulties.
Yes.
Oh well.
Big complaints about
Low bandwidth complaints.